Jack Grealish, looking at his stats here, almost everything has dropped off from what we saw at Aston Villa last year. Big fish, small pond concept, yes. How do you think he's done this year, his first year with Manchester City?
I'd say for me, apart from the numbers, I think in games, I think he's played well. I think people have to also understand he's come from receiving the ball at Villa every time. And I always go back to myself. When I left City to start with, it was almost the same when I went to Chelsea. I had to get used to not getting the ball so often and not having so much time on the ball. And I think he's going to get there in the end once he just picks up that Pep way of playing football. But I think he's done well this season.
Yeah, I'm totally with that. I think, you know, when you look at when Mahrez come into the football club, and it took a little bit of time for him to adapt, and I think
Bernardo Silva too.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the players and the way that Pep and what he demands, what he wants from his players, it's totally different. And you know, Jack coming from and watching him in an Aston Villa shirt, you know, he was their go-to man. He was getting on the ball as much as possible. You're talking about, you've got, you know, 11 fantastic players out there, including the goalkeeper. So you know, I have to say that Jack will adapt. Listen. You don't come here and they spend that much money on a super player. We've seen what he's done for his country. You know, he will adapt, and you know, he's still a young man. He's learning his trade. Right, I totally think.
Right, do you know, like I was speaking to Lee about it. Do you know when you play under Pep Guardiola, you get that much information given to you? Do you feel like sometimes you're playing thinking, is that right? Is it wrong? Should I go inside? Should I go down the line? So like you played your goal line quite a lot. And you know, you could come inside, but generally you'd go the line. I think maybe Jack's caught in a little bit of uncertainty when he's playing. I don't know if he's sure to actually commit, go through somebody, like go past somebody in the wider areas, or does he come inside, or does he? He's a bit slow at times rather than really running at it.
Because that was my next question. Does Pep's system hinder him? Because he's one of the most foul players in the Premier League before he got here. That he's fouled a lot less per 90 minutes, that is now.
Yeah, but I would say the fact that he's not getting fouled as much only just means he's moving the ball on quicker, which is the way Pep plays. So you can see he's halfway in that area of playing the Pep way. But back to what you said, Michael, I think there can be that element of like overload with information. And it's just a matter of him sorting it out and deciding what parts he wants to react to. Yeah, and I honestly do think he will get there. I've watched him, and like the transition of the way he's played from the start of the season to now is unbelievable. I've seen him running behind to receive balls in the back.
He ran exactly at the right time.
Yeah,
I think that's the difference. Where before he's unsure, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely coming, and it's just weird that you see wingers now are strikers. Like before, no one would care whether Jack Grealish didn't score 10 goals this season. All they would care about is how many chances did he create and how many assists did he get. Well, now you're at a Man City team, you've got to put up those double-figure numbers as a winger.
I think the other thing as well you need to take in consideration is that, you know, when you've got an out-and-out centre forward as well as a wide man, I used to come inside from the left-hand side at times, is that you've always got that man that you can go and bounce it off, where I've seen Jack do that many a times when he was at Aston Villa. That, you know,
so there's not the 9 to stick it in when he actually comes and goes
it's
and
different,
falls.
isn't it? Because Jack's not an out-and-out winger, is he? You know, he can drive into, and as you said, he'll cut inside, but you know yourself, when you cut inside and you've got that pivot you can go and play off. I just think that'll be a big difference with Jack next season, having a centre forward out and out through the middle.
I think he was, obviously he's fouled more at Aston Villa, because when he got the ball, he had to create. Yeah. He had to make something happen, he had to run, where now he thinks, well, we'll take it so far up. If the space is not there, we keep the ball, we go again, and that's the difference why he won't get fouled and why he does come inside if he's not sure. We see him with all the wingers. You're thinking, now Riyad Mahrez, you've got him there. Why are you actually not putting him right on the back foot? But he'll come back inside and drive, and that's how Pep wants him to play.